But the 120 hertz prices are coming down quite a bit. I think in the next couple of years, that'll be just kind of the mainstream.
Every time I hear the Hans G brand, I always think, like, in my head, it's like, Hans G! Like, it has to be said in the fucking German accent.
Hey, G in German.
Very good. Hans G.
Oh, the Hans G.
Oh, Hans G. Very honorable Hans G. Hans G. Welcome to Ninja Warrior hosted by Hans G.
By 900 championship.
And just watch our numbers dropping.
That's so good. I'm happy, so it's okay.
G in German is actually pronounced gay, if that helps at all.
Okay.
Hans gay.
Yeah.
Hans G. The Jochen Wunderkind.
Hans gay. Yeah, it does kind of sound Japanese when you try to do a German accent on those two.
A bad
well,
Asian
when you
accent.
change it to Hanzo instead of Hans,
Yeah.
Hattori Hanzo sword from Kill Bill.
It's true.
All right. Next question. We've answered this before, but it's been a while. What was the first PC you had or the first PC you built?
Wait, go to the.
Don't even remember. I think I had like the first computer I had to myself that wasn't like a family computer was like this like pre-bought Gateway, one of those old ass towers that looked like a play school like plastic piece of shit. You know?
Yeah, mine was like that, but an E-machine.
E-machine. That was my first computer I ever bought because I had no money and I had no idea what I was doing way back in the day when I was like 13.
I had an E-machine and I played Zoo Tycoon all day.
Yeah, that was the kind of stuff I played, like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I had like play Counter-Strike Go on a Celeron processor, okay?
Counter-Strike Go?
Yes, or Counter-Strike Source on a Celeron.
Damn, we're struggling out here.
And I'd be like, damn, why do I have to use an FPS config to get 30 FPS stable? People are like, you got a Celeron, you fucking idiot. And I'd be like, what does that even mean? And they'd be like, it's not even a real
I had a 1.8 Pentium 4 with 5
did.
RAM and a GeForce 4MX.
Dude, you had such a beast PC at the time. What? My wife is interrupting the podcast.
Wow.
Dog.
Well, the shit must be going down upstairs, dude. Trevor's here.
Have you seen my giant zucchini, honey?
Oh my god.
Oh, well played. Well fucking played.
My first PC was we had like some older Dells.
It wasn't Trevor.
that I put in. I put a 9700 Pro as like my first custom piece back in an old Dell. But I actually, so believe this or not, because the first PC I built was from Newegg, I have the actual order history from March 23rd, 2005. Invoice 101789992 that includes all of my PC parts. So I have Leanne Lee case, DSi LAN 40. No, that was I think my second. I had a AMD Athlon 64 3500 Plus, an old claw hammer, with a GeForce 6800 GT, 2 Seagate Barracudas in RAID 0.
Oh man.
And 1 gig of Corsair XMS RAM.
Fucking try hard.
I had a Packard
I had
Bell.
2 6800 GTs and SLI as soon as it was a thing that people could do. To get fucked.
How did your
Listen,
power
was it
supplies work
6800?
for you? How did your power supplies work out for you, John? In the early days. Not well.
Really poorly? No, they blew up. I think I blew up 3 in the first
There
build
was
I had SLI.
literal fire in one of those builds.
The first computer I remember
Nothing
ever.
worked right.
The earliest memory I have of a computer was something. It was like literally a DOS-based system that my dad taught me how to run the type in the command menus how to run Commander Keen. That was like the first. I was like 4, by the way. This was in my old house in Philly, and I moved out of the city when I was like 5. So this is like super early on in life. That's the earliest. I mean, I obviously couldn't tell you the specs of it, but that was like I'm old enough for that, at least.
Nice.
The first motherboard I had was a DFI LAN party, which
That was the legendary MOBO.
Yeah, they were great, but it was a super enthusiast motherboard, and I didn't really know that when I bought it. And so I remember building it and then trying to boot, and like I couldn't boot it, and I had to get on the phone with one of the guys from MLK back in the day to help me like figure out which option I had to check.
Could you talk to Munson?
I think it may have been Munson. I can't remember. but they were very helpful. But that was I was 16 when I did that, but I was very proud when it finally booted and posted. There's no better feeling.
Yeah, I had a Packard Bell with 50 megahertz processor. It was beast mode. I had Doom 2, and that was it. And I'd Rise of the Triad. So
I one time, when we're talking about real quick calling like support lines, one time I called.
Damn, spit it out.
Sorry. I called the EA Sports like helpline for my Madden 99 game because my players were doing the touchdown dances when they got in the end zone. I thought there was fucking wrong with They would just
Imagine that being your job. Fucking some kid is like,
hello, I'm having an issue with Madden 96.
and he was like,
My players aren't dancing when they score points.
I paid for that shit. The guy on the other side of the line, he was like, he's like, I don't know what to think. Like, sometimes it's like it's random. They don't always do it. And I was like, but it never happens. And I only had, like, in the whole history of me playing Madden 99, I played a lot. I played a lot of that game. And I only had, like, 6 touchdowns.
oh my god, you're terrible! Even child Scott Fisher, you are, I'm gonna even insult this child past version of yourself. You're garbage. You're garbage.
done, kid.
I had to
All
admit
right.
that.
Next question from @itsteffers asks, which podcast member will make the worst household pet?
Alex easily. He disappears for like years at a time.
Well, he's just a cat then. So
Yeah.
But he's very unaffectionate.
Yeah, what did I just say? Worst household pet.
Yeah.
Well, the worst one would be Nick Fenton because he's not housebroken.
Oh, shit. Well played.
Put your bitch on a leash, Scott.
Yeah, raccoons are not real. They can turn on a person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. We
That
will
is a
fucking
feral
kill you and give
animal.
you rabies.
that's true.
We were not meant to be pets. I will fuck up your cat.
Yeah.
That gift that everybody keeps sending me, which you need to stop fucking sending me, by the way. That guy
Is it the
throwing
one
a
of the
raccoon
one-
down a staircase. That's because the raccoon was attacking his dog.
I thought you were talking
are
about like
good
that
people.
new raccoon video that's recently gotten popular. Apparently it was on the front page of Reddit. But it's this raccoon that's running away from a dish bowl for
Yeah.
his cat. And it runs on its back feet.
Yeah,
it's
like
running on 2
bipedally.
legs and it's like it's the most
It's like holding, it's like holding
Yeah,
its,
it's
its
the dumbest
ill-gotten
fucking-
gains. Some raccoons are awesome in that they don't give a fuck and they're curious as hell, and other raccoons are total dickwads.
I think that's all raccoons, actually.
Raccoons are generally kind of they're to be avoided. Real life raccoons, especially me, you want to stay away from them. But some of them are very cool. Some of them